Hello,
Hello, teacher.
my name is David. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Linh, and I was like 15 years old. I'm from Vietnam. I'm staying in capital of Vietnam is Hanoi. My hobby is like watching movie and eating.
Okay, very good. So are you a student or do some kind of job?
I was 15 years old, so that I was like studying a high school in Vietnam. I do not have any job when in this grade. We only study.
Okay, perfect. Very good. So now let's talk about part one. Part one, I will, because as you're a student, so it's better I will ask you some questions about your study, okay? Okay, perfect. So what subject are you studying?
Like in my school, I study a lot of things, like English, math, but I think I study a lot of math in my school too. I study this kind of subject a lot because like it will help me a lot of things in my field of studying university or help me in the future when I have any job and help me in my life too when I need to count or to like do anything. Math is around in our life so that I very need to study.
Okay. So what did you want to study that subject? I mean, why did you want to study that subject?
Like because it's uh I was like because math is around us so that it's very like important to studying math in our life because when we do not studying math we cannot like count anything. We don't know how to like doing it or how to like count it or to know it's like it have a good price or not a good price. It's cheap or expensive too.
Okay. So how long have you been studying this subject?
I think that's when I was a little. I think when I was baby,
Mhm.
or same is like going to like I start to know how to talk. I think that because oh when I going to talk or stop being talk, my mom was like teaching me how to count 1 plus 1 is uh two is like that.
Okay. All right. That's great. That's great. Okay. So now talk about television. How often do you watch television?
I don't know what television at all because I always have entertainment in my phone or my laptop or sometimes will in my iPad because I will like spend uh mm, like spending my time with my phone more and will give television to my grandmother because she do not like know how to use phone at all so that I will give to her to she can watch any like movie or program she was like.
Okay. So do you know what kinds of television programs are most popular in your country?
I think the most popular television program in my country is like Vietnamese rap. It's like this kind of program is like about rap, so that have many teenagers watching it. It's very popular and it's like having a popular topic to in like very popular to discussion about it in social media.
Is there anything you would like to change about television in your country?
I think it's like to less uh adventurous because it's very like annoying me because it's a lot of when we watch any like fun video or any like fun watching it, and we was watching it and happy, and when we watching it, it's very fun, and we was like very interesting in it. It's have a advertisement or spending on this. It's very annoying, and sometimes make me very angry and very like annoy me to like watching it.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much, Lynn. This was the end of part one. So let's start part two. So do you need a time for part two, 1 to 2 minutes for your preparation?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So the part two, we will talk about restaurant. Okay, so you have to describe a restaurant you enjoyed going to. You have to tell me what kind of restaurant is it, and who you went with, where the restaurant was, and what type of food you ate in this restaurant. Okay, so you have 1 to 2 minutes. You can think the answers, prepare your answers, then I will get back to you. Okay, all right. Okay, Lynn, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's start it, please.
Um, there was a time in my country where taco are very popular, and so that I want to try what to answer my question in my mind is why taco is so popular in my country. And the restaurant I was trying name is Bami Taco, and after I eat it, it's what I was very light, and this restaurant is become my like my favorite restaurant in my list. And this restaurant is like near my company, parent company, so that I often came here to eat it. And I sometimes I go with my friend, but this kind of food like taco is like not cheaper for me, but not so expensive. So that I often went here to with my mom. She's a person who took me to this restaurant for the first time too. And when I go to Bami Taco, I always to order one Mexico burrito and one fry too. And this was very delicious in this combo is like very like mixing together. And uh my mom who's like going with me will like chewing one taco, and we will eat a fry together. And in my opinion, this restaurant is very delicious and nutritious, but not cheaper. It's got like very delicious, and which was eating was enough for me. And my mom would like chewing one time, and so when I entered here, I feel like I was in Mexico, and I was eating taco in Mexico too. And the like because it's like I think it's like the new restaurant, so that like this restaurant is not like uh large or big. It's small enough, but not big enough too. It's like enough to me, and I was like sometimes I will sitting outside work to like eating and watching the view of outside, because like sitting in the restaurant is like too hot for me.
Okay, all right, that's great. So, Lynn, this was the end of part two. Let's we talk about part three. In part three, I will ask you questions about food and society and some restaurants, okay?
Yes.
So, do you think that people eat healthier food than they did in the past?
In my opinion, I think I agree this because in the past they didn't know how much about the health, and they like only eat for they can have full energy to can work a lot, or they always like think they do not think about the health. They are always think about like well they can eat a food today, or they can have rice to eat today, or they can have many meat to eat today, or not. They will eat more salty because they can eat more rice to have more energy to do not like be hungry when they were working. But now the condition of the work are very like condition of the life was like very full, and people like want to know more about the health, and people care very much about their health, and they want to like how they know to like they want to know how calories or when they of them food to eat about their health, and no, and want to like eat less salty than in the past to like make them health more better, and cannot like be illness, or sometimes it's like having many like uh illness in our healthy.
All right, that's great. So, how important do you think it is for families to eat meals together?
I think it's like very important because when one family eating together, they can know like how the day of one person is what thing happen, and they can say us saying many problem of them to like asking, and getting many like uh this like the choice to like choose, and they can know more about them, know about the member in them family too.
What effects has modern technology had on the food we eat?
I think that is help people in many like have thing. Example is like manufacturing food. Uh, it can like example that if the farmer want to buy harvest a rye, a machine can help him like them learn how to harvest rye faster and more convenient, and it's make it very faster, and do not like make um make me more tired, and spending more time in this kind of thing.
Okay. All right. So now let's talk about restaurants. So why do people go to restaurants when they want to celebrate important occasions?
It's very simple that because when we have a restaurant, we will invited many people, and we need to have many food, so that when we go to a restaurant, they can have more space to we can invite many people, and they can have a chef to like cooking a food more delicious, and can have the cleaner to like clean the party after the party was end, so that the like we the person who like open the party cannot like having very tired after or we create one party, because we was so like so tired to having one party, and when the party was like end, they we like was tired uh more to like connect it, so that people like more want to like go to the restaurant when they create an important occasion too.
Okay, very good. Do you think that food prepared at home is always better than in restaurants?
I think this just because when at home, my mom and grandmother was like always cook for us, and they know how we want what kind of food, and how we do not want to eat what kind of food. But in the restaurant, they do not know how it, and they cannot like only cook for you to like care about what you don't want and what you don't want to, and they was like cooking for many people, so that they cannot care about this, so that I think that eating at home is like always better in the restaurant.
Okay, so which are more popular in your country? Fast food restaurants or traditional restaurants? And why?
Because my country is Vietnamese, so that I think that is traditional restaurant. Because my country is like very popular about the traditional food. And fast food is still not popular in my country because all the forest tourists go to my country is very like our country traditional food more than the fast food because them country have many fast food, so that they want to go to my country to like eating more differently food, and they very like and like the most of foreign tourists come to my country are very have interesting in my like tradition in our traditional food.
Okay, thank you so much, Lynn. That was the end of today's speaking test. And you were very great. You're excellent. I really appreciate your effort. All right, so until next time, have a good time. Have a good night. I will see you next time.
Thank you, teacher. Goodbye.
Goodbye.